hand you over to Scott Farris, our director, I'd like to give you a little background to this project. We started working on Apollo 11 in 2016, and very early on it became very clear to us that to tell this amazing, inspirational story of Apollo 11, which is one of the greatest achievements not only in American history but in human history, we wanted to create our own theatre space. So we commissioned this amazing, spectacular lunar dome. This lunar dome is currently the world's largest theatre touring tent. And I say touring because we have our world premiere here in 10th of July, but this is part of a 3-year North American tour. We'll be visiting around 18 cities in North America and staying for 6 to 8 weeks in each city. We have secured this most amazing creative team to help us tell our story, and their credits range from Broadway to Las Vegas shows. We have a cast of 20. We have an original score which we recorded in London recently with a 70-piece orchestra and a rock band. And we have this most amazing story, that original story that we've commissioned. Our aim on Apollo 11 is not only to entertain, of course, but to educate and inspire. And with that in mind, I'd like to hand you over to Scott Farris to tell you a little bit more about our story and what you'll be seeing today. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Nick. Hi, Scott Farris, director of Apollo 11, the show. We're thrilled that you're here. We're thrilled to be here. And as a Southern California native, I'm thrilled that we're starting this epic production here in Los Angeles, Pasadena to be specific. Apollo 11, the show, tells the story of the 400,000 people it took to put a man on the moon and bring him back again alive. And they ended up doing that with 12 astronauts. 6 different missions landed on the moon. And our story is told through the eyes of a retired aerospace engineer who is trying to draw his granddaughter out of her smartphone. And she has dreams and designs of being a viral video star, and he has a challenge in front of him. Some of you may know if you have teenage children. So in his story, as he tells his story, we go back in time and we see him as a young man when he first gets the job offer to work at NASA and go down to Houston and join the mission control team. And we watch his journey through training and actually making the team, and then ultimately becoming part of the flight crew, the mission control room crew that is there for the Apollo 11 moon landing. Our characters are amalgamations of historical figures, so we can tell a more dramatic tale and focus on some of the aspects and facts that many people don't know. Even if you watch the documentaries, it was very, very touch and go right to the last seconds that the module landed on the moon. They had 15 seconds of fuel left. If they had exceeded that limit, they couldn't lift off from the moon and return to the command module and come back to Earth. So we're trying to make sure that you don't miss that in our storytelling. But we have this amazing space, as Nick said. It's unique and it's gigantic, and we have something like 32 projectors. Yep, got a thumbs up on that. I can't tell you how many lights, intelligent lights that can focus anywhere, sound system that's immersive and surround, and 3D. So we're going to show you a few treats and hope that gives you a good idea what the show is. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you a video sequence. So our character Ben and his wife decide to move to Houston. And so we show a little road trip of their journey to Houston so you can get an idea what some of our video is capable of doing. So let's show them the trip to Houston. So Ben arrives in Houston and he meets his boss and his colleagues and is immersed into this very stressful, intense world of mission control where they go through all their training simulations and they learn to do what they need to do to support the astronauts. So as he works his way through that training, he succeeds and is assigned to his first flight. And the next video sequence I want to show you precedes what a splashdown party where the crews celebrate with the flight crews and mission control room crews when they successfully return. But this bit of video is of the Apollo 7 re-entry and splashdown, and we're going to give you a look at how our surrounding screens work. So let's try that out. Yes, you too can have a home theater like this if you spend millions of dollars. Okay, so that's how what it looks like on the dome. So Ben, our lead character, makes the team, and he gets assigned to the Apollo 8 mission, which was the first Apollo mission to orbit the moon, with Jim Lovell, Frank Borman, and William Anders. Jim Lovell of Apollo 13 fame. So he moves up and then we come forward and he's ready to join the Apollo 11 team in the launch. So the next sequence we're going to show you is the arrival of mission control and the building of the Saturn V rocket without a false start. Good? Good to go? So enjoy this little piece. Okay, so we got one of these too. There goes our cast walking away. We get to talk to some of them later. Bye, guys. They actually are alive. So pretty cool, huh? What could be better than working on a show like this that tells this amazing tale of ingenuity, heroism, and it's just so inspiring. And also to get this is nearly actual size of the diameter of the Saturn V rocket. So we have another treat for you, and as you may already know, I don't think this is a spoiler alert, they actually landed safely. And we are going to show you our prized possession, which is actually very nearly life size. It's about 10% less than the actual size. And it's an exact replica of the lunar module. So Josh, let's show them. If they do that too much, it'll just lift right off and go out of the building, so we have to pull back on that. So it's amazing to consider that Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong stood inside that and brought it down to the moon after going 17,000 miles an hour and then entering the lunar orbit, and slowing down and landing on the moon. When they finished their time on the moon and they lifted off, so the bottom portion is the landing vehicle, and the legs stay. The very top portion, where it's mostly black and gray, lifts off that pod, or that pod lifts off the platform and returns and meets up with the ship, the command module, Columbia. So we're just going to let this be here for a moment so you can take some photos. That's all we have to show you today. But does anybody have any questions? Excellent. Pardon?
Can I get a ride?
No free rides. That will be the next version, where you actually go to the moon with us. But you can take this opportunity to take some photos, and then I think we're breaking off to do other one-on-one interviews with you all. So thank you so much for coming.